Hey guys, I'm Tori.
I'm Karen.
And welcome to Whatusay TV show.
Thanks for joining us today. Today we were going to talk about the 5 love languages. I don't know if any of you guys have ever read this. If you have, I'm sure it was helpful in your relationship.
Mm-hmm.
The author is Gary Chapman, and it's a book about how to express heartfelt commitment to your mate. There's also a chapter towards the end, I think it's chapter 14, and it talks about with your children. So maybe you do or don't have kids, but it helps to know like how they accept love. Do you have anything?
Yeah, definitely. Even if you're not in a relationship like myself, you can definitely use this book to just understand yourself. So going into a new relationship, you can express to them how you actually accept love, and then at that time, if you both want to revisit it together, then you definitely can do that. So this can be used whether or not you're in a relationship or not. So I think it's really good because I did it for myself, and then Karen and her husband did it also. So.
And we actually, I don't know where we used to work, or they might have, I think they did something similar with like how you, not really love, but how you like to accept things from a company, like time off or things like that. So, I mean, you can apply the basic concept to a lot of things.
And they have one actually which is directly related to the employment, employee atmosphere too. So, because at my last place of employment, we actually did that so they can better understand what we actually like, whether it was rewards or if it was just a confirmation of like, just saying you did a great job or things like that. So all of those things help to actually build a more positive relationship, regardless if it's in your work environment or in your home environment. So
yeah. So we were going to cover the 5 love languages. The number 1 being words of affirmation. Yeah. Number 2, quality time. Number 3, receiving gifts. Number 4, acts of service. Number 5, physical touch. So we each took the test, and do you want to talk about it?
Well, 2 of mine were actually the same. So, and then the other ones were like closely related. So my top 2 was receiving gifts and acts of service, because I really appreciate every once in a while someone thinking about me, and not your typical gift like getting like flowers and candy and things like that. I like the fact that someone paid attention to something that I like.
Yeah.
Like they paid attention to a conversation. If I think back to when I was engaged, one of the things that I felt like was really sweet there was the fact that he really paid attention to stuff in my childhood that I didn't get. Like I didn't get a easy bake oven when I was a kid. So even though he gave it to me as an adult and it wasn't as fun because it's like, oh, this one more cookie. The thought mattered to me. The fact that he paid attention to something that I said. Yeah. So the other thing with acts of service, I really appreciate being able to come home and the dishes are clean, or come home and not having to say, hey, can you take out the garbage or something like that. I really enjoy things like that, or someone that will like take the time to like clean my car.
I was just going to say that.
Clean my car or something like that. So
fill your gas tank up.
Yeah, just just out of the blue, where you didn't even have to ask for it. They just thought of you enough just to do those things. So the other ones for me were really close. Words of affirmation, of course. Everyone who doesn't like someone speaking positive about them and telling them, hey, you did a great job, a pat on the back or something like that.
That was my last one.
Really?
I don't think I like people like making over me at all. Like, I don't
really?
know. Yeah. I don't know. It was weird. I think mine were quality time and physical touch. I know on our last episode we talked about like personal space.
Yeah, personal space.
Yeah, personal space for me is like I have to have like closeness. So I thought that was kind of funny.
And I like physical touch from my mate. I do. Hey, I love that. I don't mind PDA or anything like that. It does make me feel. It makes me feel awkward when other people do it, but when I'm in it, hey,
it can get a little overboard.
Absolutely.
But the acts of service too. That's one of my
The acts of service, absolutely. Quality time. I love quality time. because quality time is that time that you get to know each other. You get to further, express things that are going on in your life and things like that. So definitely quality time is a really good one, even though it wasn't my top one, which
all yours were pretty close.
Yeah, they were all pretty close, which is funny because, with this, there could be, like with me, there's a big makeup. Not one of them doesn't overshadow the other one for me. And so it may be the given day that I want physical touch more than I want a gift or something like that. Or, I might want quality time that day other than words of affirmation. So mine are really close, all of them. So
we were referring to, we took a little quiz. I think there were, five or six questions.
Yeah.
And we'll post that at the end of the episode. So if you want to download it or just look at it and
then you
take
add
it
them
yourself.
up.
Yeah, and then you just add your scores up, like A, B, C, D, E, and it'll tell you which one you fall into. So it kind of helps. Like, my husband and I have been together 8 years.
Ooh, a long time.
Not very long.
To me, it feels long.
Yeah, it feels like 18, but it's only been like 7 or 8. But it's horrible. I don't know that. But anyway, I had him take it too, and it was interesting to know what his were in comparison to mine, and I think it helped us a little bit as far as now I know how I thought I knew how he accepted love, but I was close, but I wasn't right on.
Because what was interesting though is that you both had a lot of similarities. Like
the words of the quality time was both our number 2. That was like right on.
Yeah. And I think
acts of service.
He likes words of affirmation more than you did, but
And the receiving gifts, we both had that as like our bottom 5.
Because it's weird because there's a lot of like events that come up like Mother's Day, Father's Day, Christmas, and things like that. And every time I try to give them a gift, they're always like, "Oh, you didn't have to do that," or and I'm just like, let me give you something. Let me, it's almost like you have to push it off on them. But.
I think we both, quality time is such a big thing that we'd rather people like just come over and hang out than.
But I do that. I do a lot of quality time with these guys.
That's why she doesn't have to get us a gift.
But I just feel like with you all, y'all do so much for other people. You all do so much for me and stuff. Sometimes I just want to give something back. And I feel like I'm one of those people that you can give me a lot of things, but then I feel like all I'm doing is taking.
Yeah.
And I don't like to feel that way, like I'm not putting in... I won't get teary-eyed. But I just don't like feeling like I'm not doing my part, Like,
and that's because gifts are a big thing for you. So to you, like, receiving gifts is kind of on that top level. So it is kind of like an opposite. I guess I should get you more things. Not enough just to spend time with you, gosh.
But I do. I just feel like they do so much, and they're so giving. It's both individuals. They're both so giving and things like that. I just sometimes just want to do something nice for them. And I know, like, we were just joking. Like, sometimes I just bring stuff over and I will leave it here, hoping that, they would drink
still
it.
Have, like, chick marshmallows from Easter in our cabinet. And she loves ice-cooled water. And we don't really drink. We don't even have like ice maker. We have an ice maker in our freezer, but we don't even have
ice
because we don't drink ice that often. So she brought over a gallon of like water to put in the refrigerator so she can keep it cool, and we just don't drink it. And she's like, "Why don't you guys drink more water?" Like, I don't know. It's just we don't need it.
They just leave it there.
We want it there for her when she comes over.
But yeah, so that's what's interesting about it. So, and it helps me understand them better too, as my friends. It just helps me understand.
Even in friendships.
Yeah, it definitely helps me understand why they're so reluctant to accept things and stuff like that, and the fact that they just love you to come over. It's just like, hey, just come chill out with us and stuff.
That's all we need.
Yeah, but I mean, it definitely helps in like a lot of different areas where you can definitely understand people better. You get to understand yourself better and stuff like that. And then you can communicate that to whoever you're around. Hey, this is just where I'm at. And I think even if you don't communicate it, if you do this together, that's enough communication there. Like, oh, that's eye opening. So yeah, definitely.
Definitely opens that two-way communication with you guys, especially if you're kind of maybe going through something, or if you're not, just to maybe confirm that you guys are on the right track, or find out that you're not, but now you can kind of work on it if you need to. So
right, and it's one more avenue of this learning communication, because who doesn't need to learn better communication today? So with the age of just internet and cell phones and things like that, the communication breakdown is really there now. So if you've actually done this before, or if you have this book or anything like that, let's just open up a dialogue in the comment section and tell us what you think about this. Again, this one's by Gary Chapman. There's other love language books out there that you can actually get. And other things that are similar to this. So if you actually did this before, or if you haven't done it yet and then you plan on getting the book and then you do it, definitely start a dialogue with us so that we can actually communicate on this, what you learned about it, what you felt that was missing from it, or anything like that, any of your thoughts that you have. So
you can learn a lot about yourself, even if you're not with anybody. It's nice to read just to know. Because I was kind of surprised on mine. I thought mine would be different than it was, but...
I wasn't surprised. Definitely wasn't surprised on mine. Because I'm like really in tune with these things. But I'm a person too, I generally reflect on my life and reflect on myself. Like my weaknesses, the areas that I need to change in and stuff like that. So I do a lot of self-evaluation. So I'm sure, there's other people out there that do that. Some people probably don't do it so much. So this was one of the things. I wasn't really surprised by the outcome of mine. But this one, it looks like she got this for $12.99. I'm not sure if you got it on sale. Did you get this on sale or anything like that?
I think I actually, when we were in school,
got this. Oh yeah, because one of the we both went to the same college, and this is definitely where it was introduced to me about. And it's funny that it hasn't really changed either.
No, wow.
Since then,
I think mine's changed just a little bit. But not a whole lot.
Yeah. That, which is funny, that college really taught me a lot about a lot of different things, and it's a biblical based college. So definitely, just to throw that out there, where we attended, it was Indiana Wesleyan University. So they have satellite campuses and things like that, but they're based out of Marion, Indiana. But it is a biblical based college, but it did teach me a lot of different things about a lot of different stuff, so that you wouldn't typically find in your other colleges, because I've attended other colleges too. But that college, definitely. And I remember, which is funny, now I'm thinking about that college, when we were learning about that, I took this to my parents and had them do it as well, and it was eye-opening for them too. So
aww, that's a good idea.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah, especially after being married for years, and
at the time they were kind of going through a little tiff, so it helped them understand, because it wasn't really like a major thing. What it was is my stepfather, growing up when they were dating and things like that, he draws, so he would draw my mother these different cards all the time. Well, still today he was still doing that, but it didn't mean as much to her anymore. It meant a lot to her at the beginning, but it's changed, and which is what Karen was saying, how your love language can actually change. Like, even though she appreciated it, it wasn't as heartfelt as it was when she was originally getting when they were younger. So, and that kind of hurt his feelings. So, going through this, it helped him understand how her love language has changed and what she wants now. And they met in their early 20s, so now they're in their 50s, so that changes, definitely changes.
There's different things going on in life.
You might not care about a gift at that time. You might, hey, just do something around the house. Can you fix that?
Especially with however many kids you guys have over there.
Absolutely. So
do some laundry.
Absolutely. So we definitely both think this is a great book, and it's a great way to just start understanding yourself and understanding your relationships and things like that. And even if you're going through things, you can kind of use this to help understand where you both are coming from as far as your love language is concerned. So.
Absolutely. Comment
and subscribe. Bye.
We'll see you next time.